Have you ever been scrolling through your feed late at night and suddenly felt that tight, uneasy knot in your stomach? You see a headline you know isn't true, yet thousands of people are sharing it like absolute fact. Or you watch a powerful figure stand at a podium, look straight into the camera, and calmly tell you that up is down and black is white. The unsettling part isn't just that they're lying, it's that they know you can sense it, and they don't seem to care, because they have influence, and most of us don't. Sometimes it feels like we're living inside a warped mirror, where words slowly lose their meaning. Rules that are supposed to apply to everyone somehow bend when you reach the very top. And watching that happen again and again creates this quiet, simmering anger. Not explosive rage, just the exhausting feeling of seeing fairness twisted into something unrecognizable. That feeling isn't new. George Orwell felt it decades ago. And he poured it into a short, deceptively simple story about farm animals. A book that disturbed me far more as an adult than it ever did in school. Because when you strip Animal Farm down to its core, you realize it isn't really about the past. It's about patterns, and the reflection it holds up looks uncomfortably familiar today. If it's been a while since you read it, let's go back to Manor Farm. Picture a place where the animals are overworked, underfed, and treated as disposable by a human master. They dream of something better, a life where their labor benefits them, where everyone eats, where dignity actually exists. It begins with genuine hope. The kind that feels pure. You want them to succeed. You believe they might. But slowly, almost invisibly, that dream starts rotting from the inside. The farm itself isn't just a setting. It's any society, any movement, any community, born from the promise of freedom. It represents that fragile moment where people believe they can build something fair, and the heartbreak of watching that hope get quietly hijacked. Then come the pigs, the self-appointed leaders of the revolution. They don't begin as villains. They begin as the smartest ones in the room. They organize. They plan. They speak well. But Orwell exposes something deeply unsettling. Intelligence without empathy doesn't lead to justice. It leads to control. The milk disappears first. Then the apples, not all at once but piece by piece. Every small privilege justified as being for the good of the farm. Power isn't seized in a single moment. It's normalized in tiny steps. To protect that power, the rules must become flexible. The 7 commandments begin as simple moral laws painted clearly on the barn wall. No animal shall kill any other animal. Clear, memorable, unquestionable. Until the pigs decide that killing is suddenly necessary. One night, quietly, a few extra words appear. No animal shall kill any other animal without cause. And the animals are convinced it was always written that way. Their own memories begin to feel unreliable. This is the true weapon of tyranny, not force but confusion. If you can control the past, you can control what people accept in the present. To keep everyone too busy to notice, the pigs introduce the windmill. A grand project, a shining promise of an easier future. Just work harder today, sacrifice a little more now. Comfort will come later, except later never arrives. The windmill is always unfinished, or destroyed, or restarted. An endless cycle of effort that drains energy while delivering nothing. It's the perfect distraction, exhausting people just enough that they stop asking questions. And then there's Boxer, the most heartbreaking character in the entire story. Boxer is strong, loyal, honest. His solution to every crisis is simple. I will work harder. He truly believes that effort equals fairness, that loyalty will be rewarded. When his body finally collapses from years of sacrifice, the leaders don't protect him. They sell him, quietly, efficiently, for their own benefit. It's a devastating reminder of how easily those who build society with their labor can be discarded once they're no longer useful. So how does any of this continue without resistance? Enter Squealer, the spokesperson, the persuader, the voice that makes injustice sound reasonable. He doesn't deny suffering, he reframes it. Starvation becomes a readjustment. Failure becomes progress. Fear becomes loyalty. And whenever a doubt appears, he asks the same question. Surely you don't want the old master back? Fear becomes the silencer, and memory becomes the enemy. Until finally everything collapses into one chilling sentence. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. No more pretending, no more masks, just raw hypocrisy stated openly. I didn't make this video just to analyze a book. I made it because when I look around the world today, Orwell's warning doesn't feel distant. It feels active. History rewritten, ordinary people squeezed, and a widening gap between those with power and those expected to carry the weight. Orwell didn't write a prophecy. He wrote a warning, a reminder to stay awake, to question the voices that speak too smoothly, to protect the boxers who are worked until there's nothing left, and to never accept a reality that demands you deny your own eyes. If this kind of deep dive into uncomfortable truths hidden inside great stories resonates with you, consider joining us here at Symbolism Decoded. We don't just summarize books. We explore what they're desperately trying to tell us about ourselves. Subscribe if you value critical thinking over comforting lies. And tell me in the comments, what is the modern-day windmill in your society? The endless project or promise that keeps demanding sacrifice without ever delivering. Let's talk. Stay vigilant.